The Pentagon says that it will begin training Ukrainian F-16 pilots in the United States starting next month so that they can use the advanced aircraft against Russian forces. Tens of thousands of people have died, and the global economy is still experiencing aftershocks since Russia's invasion 18 months ago. Here's a look at the impact of the conflict.
In terms of casualties, the war has caused death on a level Europe hasn't seen since World War II.
The scale of civilian casualties and damage to civilian infrastructure, even in these very early days, is alarming.
By the end of July, more than 9,000 civilians have been recorded as killed and another 16,000 injured. That's according to the United Nations High Commissioner for Human Rights. Though actual figures are believed to be much higher. Millions of Ukrainians have been forced from their homes or internally displaced by the war.
I'm from Mariupol, and as far probably as you know, our city is actually almost not exist anymore. It's totally destroyed.
The United Nations Refugee Agency puts the number requiring urgent humanitarian support at more than 17 million. Around 6 million Ukrainian refugees are spread out across Europe. 11% of Ukraine's territory has been taken over since the start of the war. That's according to the Belfair Center at the Harvard Kennedy School. Ukraine has lost swaths of its coastline. Fighting has turned some cities into wastelands. These are before and after images of the fighting in Bakhmut. The economy contracted by 30% in 2022. It is not forecasted to grow much this year, according to the International Monetary Fund. It is unclear how much Ukraine has spent on the fighting. Moscow won't say how much it's spent so far on the war. It's doubled its defense spending target this year to more than $100 billion, a government document reviewed by Reuters showed. But its economy has also gone through a major shock because of Western sanctions.
These are very significant sanctions that will cut Russia off from the global financial system for as far as the eye can see.
Russia also lost a major chunk of the European gas market, but has been able to find buyers in the global market. While the economy defied expectations for a double-digit contraction in 2022, a return to prosperity remains a long way off. The war has fueled inflation and led to a global food crisis. Russia is the #1 exporter of natural gas, wheat, nitrogen fertilizer, and palladium. The invasion and the Western sanctions that followed led to steep price rises. Russia is also the world's second largest oil exporter. Prices spiked to their highest levels since 2008, shortly after the invasion.